What is up, everybody? This is Voth, and welcome to episode 12 of the March of Crimes. Faction destroyed Africa. This faction was no match for their enemies, and they're no more. If you remember last episode, Africa declared war on some of my allies. I entered the war against Africa, and I didn't even have to lift a finger against them. Rebellion imminent in Lugdanessus. Mission issued. Construct a building. I never worry about the religious buildings. Bunch of offices secured. Okay. So rebellion is once again imminent in Lugdanessus. So I'm going to pull back and try to get that under control with this guy. I was originally going to take him up to Londinium and build an army, but I'd rather get Lugdanessus under control because that is the basis from which I'm going to be doing lots of raiding. And if Lugdanessus goes under, it's going to just be counterproductive, and I will have wasted my time in building this raider space. Now, last episode, the AI went pretty raise happy. They took out my chapter goal here. They took out this place, which is desolate. Didn't even tell what it was anymore. I don't remember. And they also took one out here. So what that has caused is, if you see right here, the top -17 from immigrants, that's from all the raising, and that's definitely one of the hidden drawbacks to raising, is it causes a massive public order problem. It's temporary, but it's still a huge pain in the butt. So I've got to get that under control. Now, let's see what I can build. I've got everything here built here that I can. The growth is getting pretty close for this one. Looks like that'll be 3 more turns and I can build something here. Alright, this place is suffering from a public order issue. Only 1 from immigrants, but that one is what is causing me my -1, because previously I had it even at 0. I'm just going to convert these over while I've got the money. And let's see what I have here. Alright, there's absolutely no point in not upgrading my logging camp, so I'm going to do that. Just gives you more trade value, and it doesn't really have any drawbacks to it. How old are you? 17? As soon as my daughter turns 18, I'm going to use her to marry one of my high influence generals, probably the Alamri, because he's definitely a good guy to have on my side. Let me see. Segovox. I'm just going to let Segovox finish out his term of office here, and then next turn I'll put him up to a judge. The idea in moving someone prematurely up in rank is to consume some of their influence. I don't necessarily want to consume the influence of Segovox, though. Quick look at my diplomacy. Nothing sticks out as needing to be dealt with, so I believe that is the end of this turn. Alright, mission succeeded. Construct a religious building. I'm not really sure how I did that. Term of office, Segovox, term of office, the Alamri. Alright, what religious building did I build? I have no recollection of this. It must have been this thing, symbol of stones. Well, that's that. Cool. Let's see. One more turn on my chieftain's hold, and then I can start getting my heroes, the champions. Let me see if this guy still gets money for raiding here. 3-7. Not really. I think it's because Rhodomagus is now being sieged by this guy. That's why the income dropped off, but I did make some money off of it last turn. But I'm going to pull back to this area. Damn it, they're sieging this too. That's being sieged. Well, I guess I don't really have any benefit to moving.
Ready for battle.
Just gonna go back into a siege stance. A raiding stance.
Getting on our way.
And keep on doing that. It seems that when people are being raided, sieged, they don't produce income in that area, so you can't raid it, which is very frustrating and annoying. Especially considering my rating is limited to being adjacent to that territory. I've got nothing to build, as I just checked over, although the Alamri, where is he at? Here he is. Could be a tribal chief now. Segovox can be a judge now. And that's that. Tiagotia, it's a beautiful name. I'm gonna arrange a marriage and try to get the Alamri as one of my sons. That will definitely help my dominion, as he is one of the most influential characters that I have. So that's good. Rating, quick look at diplomacy. See if anything neat is going on here. Nope, no new trade partners available. Alrighty. I believe that's turn. Nope. Oh yeah. Getting judge for -5 corruption, and this is a prerequisite for Alam, which is plus sanitation and tax rate, which is going to be useful for making wherever he is at more profitable. Segovox, same thing basically. Going down to judge, next turn we'll get Alam. And that is turn. Okay, here we are in the end turn. We have the Jutes being attacked by the Burgundians. Now if you'll notice, the Burgundians hate me, so I have really no purpose in ignoring this. In joining with the Jutes, they will like me even more, further solidifying my relationship with them. And they also have two allies who also hate the Burgundians. So this is going to be a big battle, not at all in favor of the Burgundians, so I will enter on the side of the Jutes. Okay, and another end turn fiasco at Rhodomagus. We have the Geats choosing to attack Rhodomagus, and I'm really hoping that they won't raise it, because they were the ones who raised that other place that was my chapter goal. But enough of that. They're asking me to join the battle against the Western Romans. I have plenty of forces here, and by joining them it'll further solidify my relation with the Geats. So I have no real purpose in not joining this, because obviously the Romans don't have many forces and this is going to be a slaughter. I'm going to auto-calc it on protective, which will hold my units back and theoretically cause less casualties. So let's see if they choose to actually raise Rhodomagus. Oh, decap. Nice. I will take on warriors. Oh good, they just sacked it. A noble birth, Celtilius. Parents Moritex and Erminahilt. Okay. Cool. Okay. Medu wants to marry Pinio, so I can intervene and my guy will lose this, or I could lose 2 control. Honestly, I've got tons of control, so I'm not really worried about this. So I'm going to give my blessing to Gosha noble marriage. They got married. And Segovox secured an office. So the Alamri, as you can see here, is now my son through marriage. So that's good. My dominion went up. It was at 3 red bars. Now it's at 2 red bars. So a significant increase in dominion. I did lose 2 control by letting that other guy marry, but that's not a big deal, because ultimately 50% control is where I try to keep it anyways. So anything above that is not a problem. Segovox. There we go. He's a tribal chief. I thought I did that last turn, but I could be wrong. It's been a while since I did any videos because I've been getting over a cold, so if you hear me doing any more sniffling than usual. That's why. It's I can't help it. Alright. Oh, that's not really good rating. I only made like 10 extra gold. Okay, you bastards, stay away. Stay away and let me raid. Oops, not that button.
Warriors all!
Alright, now if you look up here and watch my money, 38.53. It just went up to 41.43. A significant increase in income because nobody's raiding Radamagus. I keep saying raiding, no one is sieging Radamagus, and I hope that it stays that way. Alright, if you remember, I put my scout into this army so he'd passively gain experience, and now he's gained enough experience that I could put surveillance here, which will reduce the corruption of wherever he's stationed at. And I'm going to move him up to Aboricum, because if I remember correctly, region wealth, yeah, Aboricum is my wealthiest area, so by moving him up there, it's sort of like a backwards form of taxation, removing some of the corruption. So I'll get a little bit more money. This place I don't think I could build anything. How's my sanitation here? Wow, +7, +3. I think I'm going to build this thing and not worry about my sanitation just yet. I really want to attack Tusis, but I also don't know if I'm quite ready to double cross them. Let me see, Chapter 3 is a long ways off. I think once I get my raiding out of the way and I don't have to worry so much about Tyranum, then I'll go up and hit Tusis. But we'll have to see. Quick look at diplomacy. No new possibilities of trade. That's the main thing I look for after I've established a solid network. I believe that's turn. Okay, here we are in the end turn, and now the Saxons are taking a stab at Radamagus after the Geats had him last turn. Thankfully, they're not actually sieging them long term, so theoretically I'll still get some raiding income. Same plan as last time, going protective and hoping that they don't raise it. Let's see. Okay, oh, right. I'll take on warriors, and now, okay, it looks like it was just a sack. Alright, the Blade Runners have suffered from winter attrition. Office secured for the Alamri. These would be the Blade Runners. Let me see if they got any successful raiding done. 1585. It's just not good raiding in this area, though I did go up about a little over 400. I suppose I'll stick it out just a little while longer, see if I can get the rating going a little bit better. Wow, plus 12, 24 from rating income. These guys are just, and it's also going to give me integrity when rating, which is important, because this guy was losing integrity. Now he's got 4 while rating. This is actually really good for this guy. I usually just grab this one as a precursor to Great Migrators. The +10 and then 20% migration distance is really awesome, or move distance. But in this case, I'm actually going to go with the rating. Radamagus is dealing with a rebellion too. Okay. Tyrannium's still doing okay in the public order for now. Could finally get some more Mare Cavalry in 4 turns. Next turn I'll have the population necessary to build something here. I'll probably do something public order related. Let's see. Increasing all of these, or building these up. I can't afford that one. I'm just going to wait on that until next turn. I'd like to build the main city up, because it adds a little bit of public order, which I was having problems with public order in this area. I have growth here. Unfortunately, I think I probably have to build a sanitation building, because yeah, my sanitation's only 2. That's going to bring my squalor to +3. Yeah, I have to build a well. Oh, sanitation is a pain in the butt. Alright, I'm going to continue raiding. Everything's going really well. Definitely on my way to reaching my goals. Champion warfare. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, here we go. My Celtic warriors could be upgraded from my Celtic warband. Celtic warband is sort of the backbone of my army here. Ha! I have no backbone! Wow, I spoke too soon. Geez, who has my Celtic warriors? These guys, Celtic warband. Would upgrade to Celtic warriors. Well, I guess they're not the backbone of my army. They're like my toe. Just 2 of them here. I guess in theory. Okay, here, this guy has a bunch of them. Looking at this army. It's because I got those Celtic woodrunners. I'm sort of using them in their place, even though they're light infantry. Ultimately, the other infantry will upgrade to be better. But for now, the woodrunners are the best I have, mainly because they have shield wall. Quick look at family. Sigavox. This guy. This guy. This guy. Go up to a judge. How many turns do we have left? It doesn't say. Oh, let me see if check something real quick. His loyalty went down to 7. Nope. I thought maybe it was because the Alamri became his brother, but that is the end of turn. Alright, we got a population surplus in Britannia. It's about time. Now, their public orders +7. This is ultimately my military hub. Got the farmstead. Granary I'm not going to do. Artisan. Now I have the wood crafter up in Aboricum, which builds my siege equipment. I could also get the crossbows if I build the tier 2 of the wood thing, but ultimately the town center here, when taken up to tier 3, I can get Celtic berserkers and Fianna, which are some really strong infantry. And plus it's just a good idea to have a good solid public order there so I can eventually move these armies out and not have to sit there and babysit the population. Can I build anything up here worthwhile? Oh yeah, I wanted to upgrade that city. That could pretty much eat up all my income. Yeah, I wish that would just go a little bit faster. But I guess that's the nature of raiding a little backwater village that gets sacked every freaking turn. But this would always seems to be under siege, otherwise I'd move down here. I'm sure the raiding would be a lot better. Alright. You continue on your way to Aboricum. Quick look at the family. This has not been the most exciting turn. I'm kind of in those... There's no real battles around right now is the thing. No new diplomacy. And that is going to be turn. Oh, for the love of God. Now the Langobards are going to sack Rhodamagus. Well, in theory. Same as always. Let's see if they burn it down. Okay, just a sec. Alright. We've got the trade agreement that was dissolved with the Franks. And that stems from the fact that they lost their only territory. I don't know if it was raised or if they abandoned it. But either way, I can no longer trade with them, and that is very annoying. Peace negotiated between the Huns and a bunch of different people. Lazica and Nabote. Okay, Lazica and Nabote are sub-factions of the Eastern Roman Empire, so that's why they all establish peace at the same time. So that's that. Now, down here, we had Rhodomagus fall to rebels, which sucks because, let me
Warriors
see.
all! Watch
Yeah,
your
it
top
looks like I'm
steel!
going to make
Burn!
1 whole gold off raiding them, because usually rebels don't repair anything for some reason. Oh, geez. We have 3 stacks, 2 full stack and a half stack of Romans down here near Lugdunum. That is worrisome. I'm actually going to pull back towards Torium now. I want to recoup my troops, get my HP on all those units maxed out. Let's see what you have in your army. That's good enough. I'm also going to, let's see, 2 more turns on the town center here, so the public order is going to go up by 3. So I'm going to start moving this unit down here towards Tarnum too, to help counter this large threat. Looks like we're going to have a pretty bloody battle here. Well, I guess I missed that quick. Probably going to be a pretty bloody battle here in the next couple of turns. I look forward to that. Let me see if I can double time it down here. What's my public order? Went -3, so that's going to even out next turn. Going to move this guy into a Boricum and deploy him, so he helps me get more income. Alright, this is a little bit worrisome. I know some people leveled up too. I think they were my governors. Shows. Yeah, skill points. Alright, I'm going to get 1 in Brethid, and then I'm going to put 1 in food. Hunter, I mean, so I can get more food. And then somebody else leveled up. I don't remember now. Let me see. Moritex. Why could I not remember Moritex? Alright, and I also went down to Alum. Plus 10% tax rate is really good when I get to the next tier of that. Alright, that is going to be it for this episode. So things we have to look forward to is a potential slaughter down here in Lugdunum. Hopefully it's the slaughter of Romans and not the slaughter of Celts. And also I'm getting close to my, well, closer to my rating. 2244. Got a little over 5, or a little under 5k left to raid, which after I kill these units off down here, hopefully I can raid out this city pretty well. And if the income is good enough, I might just stick to raiding it, because this building over here is currently increasing my rating by 60%. And then on the hero itself, let's see, I'm getting plus 24% there. Rating plus 24%, plus 40%. And then on top of all of that, I've got, wait, I think it reflects it up here, plus 200% from rating. So you do the math. That's a lot of rating. Alright, that is it for me, guys. I'll catch you in the next episode whenever I get that out. Later.